universities all around the U.S. We work exclusively with collegiate students. We have some open tournaments like this for the love of esports, and we are one of the first people to be aired in Asia, Huamao, as well as ISN TV in 7 countries. So we're super excited. This is our 17th tournament that we've thrown in the last 4 months, and this is our first big global tournament. So we're excited to have everybody here.
You guys have been working hard, I see, and your players, the people who are part of your organization, have nothing but good things to say about it. What are some of the perks of being part of the NACL organization?
Well, first, it is a nonprofit, and we are helping traditional college students. So it's instantaneous cash, as you can probably imagine. When we were in college, the necessity of having food and things of that sort. It's our love for the esports, love for the community and the game. We ourselves are gamers, so we're excited to have this thing.
All right, then. So, I mean, I know Fortnite is what we're playing tonight, and I know you can't have favorites as people part of your organization, but is there anyone that is currently playing today that has a unique strategy that you're looking forward to seeing?
Everyone's a little bit different. Some people like to go straight ahead and do the challenges. Other people like to go back and forth. So as we're seeing these people jumping back and forth, you can see, their different strategies and how they play. Some of these guys have just started playing together today. So Merc with It's Your Boy Ron. Ron plays with us on a consistent basis. Good shooters, good builders. Some do offense, some do defense.
All right, then. I mean, I know that I was talking to some of the players, and they were a little bit sort of thinking like, oh, I'm not that great at building, so they're like going to be focusing on their partners to help them strategize, since they might be a little bit weak in the building area. So is that usually something that players have issues with when in this particular game in Fortnite?
No, I think it just depends on how they're playing their playing style. So everything's really, really different.
All right, then. Well, let's get back to Rex and see what he's doing now.
Big Rex, 6'5". She's gonna shoot this like he used to shoot those 3-pointers back in Notre Dame. And right now he just got a bandage gun. He's trying to run from the storm. The storm is really a way so you can't hide out in this giant, large platform. So he is trying to run, and as you can see, his health is starting to deteriorate as well as his shield. But he's being very, very strategic what he's trying to do. And now he has to help out Ron, who's just been shot and picking up his reboot card.
All right, and today, one of the things that I want to mention is that we're looking at this tournament in a studio powered by Live CGI. So there are all these different sort of graphics around what we're looking at, and it makes this whole sort of
Go ahead. Sorry about that.
No, I was just saying, like what we're looking at with the Live CGI studio, and I am just so happy to be working with you, and also to be showcasing the virtual studio that we're currently in.
Yeah, Live CGI, great guys. Thank you for working with us, Mark Riley and his team. Lovers of esports, the things that they've done have been super amazing. We're just honored to be part of this. We also want to thank Malaysia for being part of this too. Them with the ministry over there, that team has been great. And as you can see right now, we're looking at Janice. This is our friend Patrick Lutman. He is from South America. He was our champion in our last tournament, and this guy can play.
All right. Hold on.
His shooting ability is uncanny. He really, in our last tournament, we're looking at our percentage. He had a total of 63% sniper kills. And you can see he's trying to go into that action and trying to kind of let people know that he is here.
No, but the thing is, I'm just literally carrying you.
I am always like sort of stoked when I see players play with female builds or skin. I'm just like, yes. So play with girls.
That's the joy of Fortnite. They do a really, really great job of looking and really being thoughtful in all these different characters that they do, all the different skins that they have. I probably will get in trouble with this. I just spent $40 getting the Major Laser skin this week, as well as Cable. So what they've done has been really great with assimilating with pop culture and lifestyle.
I mean, I love that too. I mean, obviously you went to the Travis Scott concert, right?
Oh, I did. I actually had front row. It was amazing.
All right, then. Well, let's get back to the game and look at Who are we focusing on now? Could you tell us more about this player?
Yes, Patrick is, he's been working with us. He's for Janus Esports, one of the leading esports companies and teams out of South America. This is his second tournament with us, and he's just doing a great job. He won the previous tournament before, so they're coming from South America, representing the people down there.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm loving how you have players from all over the world, it seems like.
We do. We've been very, very fortunate in our short amount of time, the 4 months, to have such love from our community, so that has helped us a lot.
All right, then. Could you tell us a little bit more about like how you found Janus and how you incorporated him into the NACL?
Yeah, he actually reached out to us, and he heard of us through mutual friends in the community. So we've been very, very lucky to be with him and work with him as well.
Okay.
And now we see Rex is back at the action. He is swimming like Michael Phelps, trying to get away from that storm. He might not be able to get the gold. You see Ron swimming him side by side, but it might run too late as 60 seconds is ticking down, and that's a long storm.
Oh. Do you think he's going to make it?
I don't know. It depends on his swimming style. Personally, I would have gone with the backstroke. But we'll see what he does today. And he is building, because he does have someone trying to go after him. So this is very interesting. He's building inside. And what they're doing is they're attacking from the other side to get him. And you can see they're basically making him run out of time with 34 seconds left into that life. That is the big difference.
I'm hoping that we get to see like some last minute victories here.
Well, if he gets out of this, he's gonna do. Now, what he's doing now is he's smart. He's shooting himself with the bandage gun, picked up another full med kit, and that's the difference. And then he still picked up his friend, it's your boy Ron, to continue. Oh no, he's down to the 17.
Okay, all right. So who are we looking at? We're back to Janus, I see.
We are back to Janus, and this is the insane part of Janus. Janus going through the brick. Now you can see with 26 seconds left, that storm is coming, and they're doing a heavy assault attack. They're doing very tactical. One is shooting, he's going back and forth, left and right. That's the difference to kind of throw your opponent off.
And who is Janus' partner right now?
Janus's partner is one of his teammates, ECUWerks, and ECUWerks this is his first time in our tournament, so this is going to be a super exciting way to do it.
Okay. So I mean, it seems like they have like teamwork together. There's synergy. I mean, they're still in the game. I'm excited to see like pretty much what they're going to be doing next.
They're definitely going to go through, and they're going to make it through. And I think they're trying to get the higher ground, and that is strategic because you can shoot better with the higher ground. Just simple angles on that, and so that's what they're trying to do. And you can see that heavy attack without stopping.
Of course, of course. And David, are you personally any good at Fortnite?
I think I'm the team MVP, but I'm only the team MVP because my team is the.
And now who are we going to... Oh, okay, we're back to Janus.
Yeah, she just seemed to get knocked out as we're switching over to see what she's going to do, and that's a really interesting movement as well.
All right, well, Janus is definitely seeming that, you know, they're building the high ground. Uh-oh, all right. Now
we're jumping to Ocho, and Ocho here, this is super exciting. You see how they just edited that build? He's getting shot by rockets and bazookas, and here's where it's getting super intense.
And it seems like they're really good at building, though.
Yeah, Ocho is our collegiate champion out of ASU. Does a great job of playing. Really took it to the max. So we have a couple different champions playing against each other.
Nice. Okay. So how many... Sorry, continue.
You see how he's doing these builds? He's going the higher ground up. So as they're shooting through, he's still building, switching off his guns. I mean, the movement, the pace of Ocho is unbelievable.
Super impressive, I have to say. Like, I mean, I can barely keep up. It's amazing, and it seems like is going to like maybe get them the win.
It is, and it could definitely make the difference. They're doing that back and forth action, and that's a good part that's happening.
And where are we going to next?
Crazo's right here doing live. Now here's the action. They're going back and forth with a different team. They have the lower ground. So here's where the interesting part is. They're side by side of shooting. You see how one's doing top and one's doing bottom. That is the difference on how they're shooting. They're just laying down the fire at this point.
And this is getting intense.
No.
It is. This is more intense than I was watching Mighty Ducks the other day with Flying V. So I'm definitely excited, and having you here makes it even that much better.
You're taking it back,
Oh,
David.
no.
All right.
If they do the Flying V, we're gonna go crazy.
They didn't tell you?
No.
A little bit of delay there on his end. The storm is coming with 45 seconds through. There's 22 players left. You can see they've had one total kill. So their strategy seems to be they're looking for people and going straight after them.
Usually.
Where are they?
We heart NACL.
We gotta find where they're at and push them now.
And how?
He's on me.
The time keeps shrinking, so it does every 3 to 4 minutes. It'll start shrinking through, and that's what happens.
He had the minigun, I think. Oh, there's two teams. Yeah, fuck that shit. I'm not playing the tournament route. Can't. Sorry.
I remember loving
All right, and we're back to Merc Anthony, one of my
Merc.
favorites.
Bruh, Ghostify is so cracked. Dude,
Merc with his traditional hair has been amazing.
I mean, I spoke to him a bit, and he's had some, you know, super interesting things to say about his strategy and about the ambition that he approaches esports with. Just a delight to speak with.
He is, and as he just went out of the game, we're back to Gono Fan with 19 players, 50 seconds left, and it's running through. We're gonna see who is gonna win. You see him creeping and crawling, very, very strategic in his play patient, and they're shooting from two different sides. Woo! The big bazooka kaboom! He's hurting someone's feelings. Someone's gonna have to call their mama. We're gonna have to figure this one out and hug it out later. He's going through. He's doing the build. Look at that speed of that build, Keisha. It's unbelievable the way they think and function. Oh, gets him. Good shot. Knocks him down. Hits that 70-pointer. Here's coming through. He sees his other team, and as the storm is coming through, you can absolutely see this. The storm is going to make some sort of damage, but I think he's still trying to shoot those guys, and he might be running to the drop. Oh, he just eliminated him. Great job there.
Yeah, he's a beast. I'm loving how he's like both using aggressive and like sort of, you know.
No.
Oh no! Oh man, I had so much hope.
I had so much too. We're gonna have to go back to Ocho, because Ocho seems to be the one that is still running around and doing his thing. Ocho is still here. 15 players dropping it low. The storm is starting to come. Here comes the knockouts. We're gonna see what he's gonna do in his strategy there.
I don't know anyone playing in this. That's on.
Do you see this?
In Asia though.
I am, and the building right now is just off the chart.
If we
And I'm just like, how he's building so much, and I'm just like seeing how he's even like allowing himself the visuals to make the shots at his opponents.
He is. If we were to get him to build our freeway, it's probably much more quicker and easier for all of us.
I mean, that's pretty quick, though. I feel like because Hawaii's like smack in the middle between like California and China or Japan.
Yeah, I know. I used to play with one dude who lived in Hawaii, and he said he gets better.
Wow, this is unbelievable play. He's really making his adjustments coming in, and he is trying to do the circle. You see they're building the brick. The brick is a lot more stronger. He's talking to his friend, hey, what's going on? We're going to grab a coffee after this if we get the W. And there is that jump pad, and that's super exciting because what ends up happening is if they get too much heat, they'll do the jump pad, and they'll fly far away like Mary Poppins and land on the chim.
I'm hoping that I get to see that.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
He's jumping. Oh, wow. And he's got the beautiful frying dragon going straight to his opponent, not being afraid, building and shooting. And here comes his teammate from behind. We're going to see what's going to happen and what kind of play is going to happen there. Oof, building it through. He's building like a building block. This guy must have gotten an A+ in Lego building.
Like, I mean, my thing is what was like super impressive to me about like really good Fortnite players is how they can balance
Oh my God.
between building and just
Really?
like offensive
asked
like
to be told that?
shooting, you know? So it's really fascinating to see how like quickly it goes.
Yeah, I
Well, I'm
mean,
not
it's
reading through
definitely a
all
lot more
this.
harder when you have to play the
What?
offensive defense. You can't
Oh,
just
it's at the
snipe
top.
through.
Never
But
mind.
oh wow, good shot. Looks like somebody has a bazooka, and he's look at that building through. He's editing and he's building. That's the hardest part. It's not the building; it's the editing part to combat it while jumping and knowing where you're shooting. I mean, that function is great. Now the circle's getting very, very, very tiny. There's almost no room. It looks like he's gonna do something like the Hunger Games.
Ah,
Oh, we have to.
Oof.
I have to go back.
He
and
is
replay.
outside. He's coming back in. You are in the storm that is telling him to run, and he
Yeah.
is building it properly. He's taking a little bit of damage,
For proof.
but he has his
of, like,
shield,
the
and
points
his shield
earned.
is going to help him out a lot.
I mean,
we're
it
gonna-
looks like it's getting really tight here.
It
the ones that are
really,
third-party,
really, really
I didn't get a
is.
kill or anything, and I don't think we got placement.
Where is he at? Oh no. Looks like he is out, and there he is. He just finished, and I think we just ended round one, and we're going into round two, and we'll be taking a short break. Congratulations. We're going to update on who won and where they're at.
And maybe we'll learn a little bit more about one of your NACL players, Braxton Miller, coming up.
Big Braxton Miller, great guy from Ohio State. Now with the pros, able to adapt and a good player. We're excited to have him joining our team today.
Wait a minute, the game isn't over yet.
Oh, they're coming right back. So Ocho seems like he might have had a little bit of delay, but here we go with the shooting. It's unbelievable back and forth action that he has.
Wow, he is in it to win it.
So he's doing so he is doing great at this point in time. It's unbelievable. Oh no, he is out, and here we go with the eliminated. They're picking up the card, and you see what they're doing. He's eating that fish. He has himself some sushi and tries some health, and that's it. That's a storm. That's all that's left. His pilot license. What is he going to do? Oh wow, he's building within the storm. What a great play! That is super exciting. And kaboom! Victory round number one. Unbelievable play.
Nice.
I wish I could give him a high five through virtual world. Big smiles all around, and we're rocking and rolling. We're going to go
Nice.
into break. We want to thank, of course, Live ZGI and, of course,
Tower.
NACL, and we will be back in round two shortly.
There's like 2 chests in there.
Owners and their ability to push the loan, the borrower, and the property.
The things about the CommLoan platform.
It's customer service from the get-go.
accomplished in life, like how do you stay balanced?
Stay balanced. I say my son, that's and being spiritual too as well. Tapping in with your own self, your own spirit, your own soul. So I think my son is a blessing, you know what I mean? So he takes me to a different world, different planet, when I'm with him. The love is just, is rare, you know what I mean? It's just rare feelings. And that's pretty much how I stay sane, with my son, and being spiritual and meditating during the night, and meditating right when I wake up too, and thanking God, yourself for everything, you know what I mean? So that's how I stay balanced.
How good at Fortnite are you?
I'm not good at lying, so I ain't all that good, to be honest. But hey, I'm a good shooter. I just can't build. The building and the editing it gets me, you know what I mean? I can only build so fast, and you know what I mean? I can't really edit like that. So Call of Duty is my game, but I'm still like a content creator and all the stuff like that. But the skills at it, I'm a shooter now. I ain't no builder. I can hold you down.
I mean, what's your experience been like with the NACL? And what is the benefit to the esports players that are participating within it?
It's fairly new to me. I just got introduced to it like a couple, days ago. But the stuff that was telling me, explaining to me, is off the chain. And that's why I want to be involved, and that's why I want to, get involved with it and start playing in tournaments and do as much as I possibly can, and support it as a big time.
So what were the things that you heard that really like stood out to you? That you were just like, what was the thing that you were just like, you know what, that right there, I got to be a part of this?
Yeah, it was I say the fan base, the support system. And, you know what I mean? That's the first thing that sticks with me, is like the support system and the fan base. But that's what make it run. And since they told me that and how stuff runs, and so I was all in,
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything, timing is everything, and getting rapid responses to your clients is the most important thing.
You're getting into something that's much more in line with where the world kind of is today, with your iPhone, with millennials, with what they're expecting as far as interest rates go, what they're expecting as far as service communication, all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's much more new world as opposed to old world.
CommLoan's access to hundreds of lenders and their ability to push the loan, the borrower, and the property.
The things about the CommLoan platform.
It's customer service from the get-go.
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything, timing is everything, and getting rapid responses to your clients is the most important thing.
You're getting into something that's much more in line with where the world kind of is today, with your iPhone, with millennials, with what they're expecting as far as interest rates go, what they're expecting as far as service communication, all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's much more new world as opposed to old world.
CommLoan's access to hundreds of lenders and their ability to push the loan, the borrower, and the property.
It's about the CommLoan platform.
It's customer service from the get-go.
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything, timing is everything, and getting rapid responses to your clients is the most important thing.
You're getting into something that's much more in line with where the world kind of is today, with your iPhone, with millennials, with what they're expecting as far as interest rates go, what they're expecting as far as service communication, all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's much more new world as opposed to old world.
CommLoan's access to hundreds of lenders and their ability to push the loan, the borrower, and the property.
It's about the CommLoan platform.
It's customer service from the get-go.
Our stream Braxton Miller, the Ohio State superstar, with the #1 behind him. Big old smiles, ready to rock and roll here today at NACL. It's going to be great.
I am so excited to see him play. I got to talk to him the other day, and he has a very impressive career and an outstanding personality. He's such a nice guy. So I'm rooting for him.
Top shot. Yeah.
I am working for him too, and you can hear him in the screen as he's talking, and that's a super exciting part as you can hear him talking.
When I hit him with this
I should have asked him more about his screen name, Richard Millie. I wonder, like, what was the motivation behind this handle that he chose?
We're gonna have to definitely ask him that. So tell me about the interview that you guys had with him. I'm super excited about hearing about this.
I mean, well, foundationally, Braxton just sort of let me know that there's just so much more to his life than athletics, than football, than sports. So, you know, I obviously also esports, also gaming, but he talked a lot about his son being a father, and then also just like how he meditates. He meditates on a very daily basis. So he's a very zen dude, and I really appreciate how calm, like sort of laid back he is. So you know, like most athletes and you know, people who have as impressive careers as his are intimidating to talk to, but he was so personable, and I just really enjoyed it. And he had nothing but amazing things to say about being part of NACL. I was just like, oh wow, you know, like David, when am I gonna get to be a part of NACL? That's what I want to know.
You're already part of the NACL family, and I love that Braxton's coming down with the also Captain Cap Sparrow type of flag as he's doing a big drop. And these drops are important, as you know, because this helps you pick and choose what they call a hot zone, where there's a lot of people playing at one time, or the strategy could be let me try to get all my supplies ready to rock and roll, and then I can attack.
So, do you know a lot about Braxton's partner?
It's actually his cousin, as of today. He told us. So he's keeping it in the family as someone as great as Braxton should, and that's super exciting. And right now, I think he's looking at the playbook, trying to figure out what they're going to do, and he's breaking it through, you know, and really building up that supply.
Yeah, Braxton told me that, you know, a lot of his strategy is going to be, you know, sort of an offensive approach, while like his partner might do more of the building and more of the defense. So I'm really curious as how this all will play out. I mean, it's super early in this round, so we will see.
It is, and you know, this is key. Getting supplies is extremely important because that is going to help you with your defense as well as your offense.
I mean, it's really interesting to me when I talk to different players who are fans of Fortnite, how there's just this very specific preference toward one form of gameplay or another. Like some people just really don't like building, and other people love building.
Yeah, I'm honestly not the giant fan of building just because my Bob the Builder, you know, hammer is not there. So it really makes it hard for me to get that going. But some of these guys are amazing. And we're switching off now to Steph Legacy. And Steph Legacy, she's dropping some items and she's giving those minis to her teammate.
I'm loving her. Is this a marshmallow skin that we're seeing?
It is, and that's a cool skin. I wish I could get it. And they got the cool dance floors. You know, they're about to jam out too.
Nice.
Super cool. What's amazing about what she's doing is she had to drop the mini first instead of the big pot because the mini can only max out at 50. So if you take the big pot first, the minis can't go past that 50. So you have to take the minis. That's a double strategy, and then you take the big pot for 100% shield, and that's why she's at that 50 with 100% health.
Nice.
Now I love this part. You see the bottom part is go to me TwitchCon. Most of these players, you know, they're dedicated. They're hard streamers. This is their grind, and they are definitely need help of their fans and the supporters to help them do what they have to do on the grind. And that is what NACL is about. It is helping the collegiate circuit and the amateur circuit get to their hopes and dreams.
And how long has she been a part of NACL?
She actually is her first tournament as of today, so it's super excited to kind of see her, you know, playing different things and their strategies. So she's in Greasy Graves as we're speaking. You can see that going back at the map, trying to find the right location and when the storm is going to shrink.
And I don't know a lot about her just yet, but I am really impressed by her gameplay. It seems like she has a lot of strategy. Maybe she'll win this round.
Yeah, absolutely. She might. And as you're kind of seeing people going back and forth, you're going to see everyone do something a little bit different than they were doing before. And that is the difference on how they're going to play and their gameplay and the time that they're playing.
So I see her, she's like definitely pinpointing where she wants to go on the map.
Yeah, and you know, the different strategies are important, right? Because everyone is doing things differently and you're really trying to compete against the players, right? It's not necessarily, sometimes it's luck of the storm. A lot of it is the luck of the equipment that you can pick up, but it really is going to come down to who and what your strategy is to help you win the game.
Do you know a lot about her partner?
I actually do not. I know her partner had reached out to us at NACL, so we wanted them to join and be part of it, and that was definitely our process.
Well, it seems like they definitely have some synergy as a team.
You're gonna love this. If you go look right now at GoNoFam, this is Patrick from Janus Esports. You can see that they're building, and if you actually look down and see they're making adjustments in the switches, they're by the river. It'll be interesting to see if they go fishing, because if they go fishing, they actually have the ability to have health, which is much more quicker. And per our producer Newt, the strategy is that you get more fish, and that makes a bigger difference than the med kit.
Well, let's see if they go fishing.
And they should go fishing, but not in the proverbial sports sense, because if you go fishing there, you're out of here.
And let's give a shout out to Newt for producing this.
Yeah, Newt and between him and Live CGI team, this is our first time working together, but we've been very fond of each other for many months, almost a year at this point. Great people. We're really happy to have you guys as part of this, and we're very grateful. Now you can see Merc, he's going through the different rooms. He's not going to vacuum today. He's going to ignore the wood building, and he's really building up to get the higher ground to see what everyone's doing.
Yeah, dude, we both have 3 med kits, bro.
Merc has so much energy. Like, speaking to him, it's like he's just filled with caffeine, like the most happiest, most passionate caffeine there is. I'm just like, I wish I had that energy.
Yes, so do I. I could definitely understand that.
Yo, I'm gonna break your walls, daddy.
It is crazy, and then building the walls is extremely important because it does help, and sometimes it's used as a strategy to kind of go against things.
Oh, we gonna die.
Oh no!
Oh, he did, but we're jumping to Ocho, and Ocho's doing a great job. Ocho just killed one player. You can see that 1-on-1 in the top right-hand corner. Now the storm is coming. Ocho, you know, with the big champ, switching it off, and you can see the different colors. He doesn't get the burst assault rifle because he has that. He does get the fish, and now he is using his different skill sets to keep building as he recognizes, looking very importantly on the screen, where his people are. And wow, his building is so amazing. I mean, this guy can build.
I don't know. I ran down here.
Oh.
Wow.
I mean, there's still so much time left. I'm not really sure who is going to win here. Like, who is like executing the best strategy.
I think the best strategy is the one where they can really kind of figure it out and what they're trying to do, and you know where they're really at with this.
There's a campfire over here.
He's going to go to campfire. Looks like he's about to go summer camp. Hopefully Jason doesn't come from like they do at Crystal Lake, and he's going to build it properly. And he can't make too much noise. If you notice, they're actually hitting the smaller objects, not big trees, because if a tree comes down, it's almost an indication that you are here. And if there is a sniper in the area, they will snipe them. So they have to be very cautious and careful how he's playing this. Very smart strategy on his part.
Interesting. And like, I think that sniping is probably the most fun element, at least for me, out of any game that has like a shooting component.
Yeah, the defense makes it hard, and we're switching back on to Millie on XBL, which is Braxton's cousin. Looks like Braxton was taken out a little bit earlier as the 39th player, just taken out with the shot, and now Millie has to find them. Now you notice there is no card, so he cannot bring Braxton back unless he has that reboot card. He is just building around the corner, unbelievable, and he has that amazing Jedi skin. One of my favorite skins was Rey, and I really love how Fortnite does what they do, and really references the pop culture side of the business.
Oh yeah, I mean, just the dances alone.
Oh yeah, the dance. I've tried to copy the dances. Definitely not as good as I was back in the day. A little bit more the jiggle to the wiggle, but I'll tell you what, we can still get down.
Well, I mean, definitely Millie is staying in the game. So, I mean, I'm sad that Braxton sort of didn't make it to this point yet, but maybe he'll get revived.
Now, you see what happened? There was a sniper that came to that, saw Millie. Millie is building, taking that mini shield, hopefully not getting hit, and now strategically trying to find out where they are. If you look at the top part, there is a compass, finding the degrees. Sometimes when you're telling your other players, you'll let them know this is where they're at. But since Millie is alone, they're trying to find the player that did snipe him from a distance, and that is the advantage of a sniper. It takes longer to reload, but easier to shoot. It is insane knowing these guns and how they play. There's recoils, there's different things. All the colors are different. So, gray is the worst, purple and gold is where it's at. And that is the advantage and difference. And the better the color, the more powerful and accuracy that type of firepower is.
Look like he is. Nah, he got two.
Millie is going for it, I
They
see.
got the advantage now. 'Cause most of them are from Asia.
And we're back to Merc.
We are back to Merc. Merc with his signature style. They're trying to find out where they see how high they built. They're really up in the mountains. Really, really great structure as they're building. You can see the combination of wood, of brick, of iron, and he still has 200 or so of each of that. So that's going to get him pretty well going, and he's hiding right in front of holly hedges to see who's there. And he's not standing in one place. And the reason he's doing the every day I'm shuffling because not because he's trying to get the dance, but because he does. Oh, maybe he heard me and he's shuffling. But maybe what it really is because you don't want to stand in one position. It's too easy to get sniped.
All those kids front. Murder? Oh, I see him. Why are you playing a Fort tourney if you don't play? I'm a special guest.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Merc has put a lot of time into being, good. He's an ambitious young man, so I'm not surprised that he uses every tool at his disposal.
And this is his partner, King Cryptic. And King Cryptic, I have actually had a chance to play with. Woo, look at that shot. Wow, what a shot. Did you see that from a distance? Big smile by Cryptic. Let's go ahead and take another mini. You deserve that Gatorade because it gives you the electrolytes. And now he's getting the health, and health is wealth, and he's doing it the right way. Look at that. I mean, that was an amazing snipe. Unbelievable.
Super impressive, seriously.
It is. And what's really amazing is their ability to see it in such a short distance. I have a big projector screen in my house when we're playing this. Sometimes I watch these guys shoot, and I can't even see on a projector screen. So it's either I'm getting old, maybe a little senile, or they're just that amazing. And I'm gonna say that they're just that amazing.
I mean, I believe so. Like I said, speaking to Merc, he does not ever do anything just half-baked. He seems like he goes hard in the paint with everything that he does because he believes that passion is the way you do it. So I'm pretty sure that he wouldn't partner up with anybody who did not share that mindset. And as you can see, with that shot that was just taken, they're in it to win it.
Yeah, communication's key. I mean, I've played with both these guys before. They communicate real well. And as we jump to Stephanie Legacy, you can see it's the same thing. No one's standing around, and the storm shrinks in 1 minute and 26 seconds. So they're right outside where they would call a hot zone. They're going to look for try to upgrade different things. She has a short range, a mid range, a long range gun, and then she has her med kit. That's the style I like to play. But the most important thing, if you look by that pyramid, is the jump. She has 2 different jump abilities, which means she can get out of danger in probably any time. And it looks like she might be heading to the drop to see what goodies are there. It's like Christmas Day for these guys.
I mean, if she's heading for the job, I'm kind of curious as to what might be there myself.
Well, we'll get back to that shortly. Now you see Ocho and his teammates in the black, camouflaging, quietly sitting there. That's a different style of play, which is why our producer did such a great job jumping over here. They're just hiding, right? And see, they see the two drops, so they're waiting for someone to come for this drop to take them out. And it might be Stephanie at this point, because that's where it's getting interesting for all of us.
They already have like their stealth skins on.
It's their ninja skins. They're like the ninja assassins standing there waiting for them.
It's a great strategy for sure. You think Steph will fall for it?
I don't know. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to go back and check out what Steph is doing, and see where she is at and how they're doing. Looks like these guys have jumped out, and they don't see anyone coming to the drop, so they can't bait them in. Oh, as they're trying to do, there is a team we're gonna stick with. We're gonna stick with, see what they're gonna do. Look at that action. He sees it from a distance. They're building already ahead of time, and that might make it. See how he's standing behind these two big Ronald McDonald hamburglers in there, and the reason is because that's hard to shoot out. And it doesn't seem they know where it is. That 35 means if you hit him 35 action, and his teammate is going back and forth with him to take them out.
Okay.
How exciting that is. You know, the other amazing thing that we're doing today is we also are working on the Asia servers. This makes it fair for anybody who is in Asia as we speak, because they have the opportunity to kind of go back and forth. That lag, that ping, that when you do play this game, that half a second difference really does make a difference. But to be fair, NACL style, we have the West servers and we have the Malaysian servers. So we want to thank Fortnite for giving us our own servers to do so.
Through the hole right here.
So, I mean, while we're watching this strategy, what ultimately do you want your players? How do you want them to benefit from NACL ultimately?
We really want to do the global exposure side of the business, because what happens is as you go into the global side of the business, other people, most people don't realize when they're in the US lane, we're going to Merc for some real deep action. Oh no, he's almost gonna get hit. He is building really strongly. The guy that he's playing against has the higher advantage. Oh no, shoots him down. Will Cryptic get there in time and eliminates Janice, shoots out Merc, and now we're gonna go and see what Cryptic is doing, as Cryptic is now trying to figure out, as he loses one of his only teammates that he has, and he's really trying to build out. But back to what you're saying, a lot of people don't realize that when you're doing social media and these type of channels, there are certain parts of Asia in the world that you don't have a Twitch and a YouTube and things like that. So what NACL does provide is we have the opportunity to take these players on a local level and then going on an international level. And we are excited to announce with certain different games like PUBG, we're working with really large teams like Fosun, the pro team out in Asia, and we're basically the AAA affiliates to them. Helping these guys go pro is NACL's game.
I mean, and that's so important because there are, you know, especially now more than ever, there's so many people who need that sort of support. And, you know, an organization like NACL, like prioritizing that is really impressive and amazing. So, and like I said, like all the players that I got to talk to had nothing but amazing things to say about NACL. And Cryptix, he seems like he has a strategy here. I'm not necessarily sure what he's going to do, but maybe we'll see another one of those killer shots.
Yeah, it'll be interesting as we're seeing Cryptic and going back and forth between him, and now we're probably going to jump into Go No Fam and see what he's doing. But Janice, you know, and Patrick and what they're doing out, that's super exciting for him because they are playing out of South America. So their ping and their lag is a lot longer than it's going all the way through Asia servers, popping right back out, right? So what he's doing, as he looks like he's upping himself with some food and some movement, their ability to shoot and play with this difference, I mean, it's unbelievable.
I mean, Janice and his team is they are holding their own. So it seems like
And we've been lucky, and I say this because we've been very, very fortunate and blessed to have such a great community working with us. We are obviously a very new. We've only been around for 5 months as one of the few nonprofits out there, but as the only ones who are really have the opportunity to air this and stream this in Asia, where we have almost 500,000 views. And now hopefully, he switched off. He didn't get it. He has very interesting things, but that really allows these guys to be excelled and let more people know it. So for Braxton, he's getting his Asia audience, and so is Patrick with Go No Fam.
I mean, I don't know. It still just blows my mind the speed in which they build, defend, and shoot. The elimination just occurred, and we're going back to Cryptics.
We are Cryptic now. Cryptic just went out. He placed 8th. There, but we can see what he's doing. He's doing the big kaboom, and he just went out. And as we're jumping back over to Ocho will see what they're doing. Now, Ocho, as you guys said earlier, you see how the circle is working, and he's working around it, and he's getting the top part. 50-20, like good hits and good shots as he's building. Look at him build around and take that many, and they're coming after him, and he made his way out through the back. And I'm telling you, he is moving quicker than my eyes can see. As the storm is coming, hits him. Wow, what a shot by this guy. This guy is amazing. It's like looking, I'm serious. It's like literally looking at Da Vinci paint a masterpiece at this point.
The speed. The speed.
Those fingers, I'm telling you, this guy should have been playing piano as well. He's shooting from the top, moving around, avoiding him. Oh no, he just got shot, placing for eliminated by Crozo Classic. What a good shot. Look at his accuracy and his kill points and what they're trying to do.
What a great game, yup.
Oh my lord. As we're trying to switch off and see who's still there, he has placed 4th. Look at his accuracy, 33%. That's very, very hard to do.
I mean, what is the average accuracy data?
Well, it depends. If I'm shooting, it's 3%, and my friends laugh at me. If someone else is shooting 33% is great. I like to sit there at 33% would make you like a Bo Jackson and hit those home runs. But his damage to players, that's really where the real value is. And the headshots 22, that means this guy knows what he's doing. We are going to break at this moment as we tally up the final winners. And the way we're tallying this up, guys, so everyone here knows, is the total of kills. It's not just the first place. That also helps, but that's how we move forward. And as we go into break, we want to thank again Live helping us out today. And of course, you take
beautiful studio that you see here is powered by Live CGI. And right now we want to talk some of the players that are coming up next.
Yep, some of the players that are coming up next, depending on what we're trying to do and where they're at, they will be playing. It is the same group of different players, so it will be exciting to see what happens in this next round.
Yeah,
we're going to go into a break, as we're being told by our producers, and we'll be right back.
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything, timing is everything, and getting rapid responses to your clients is the most important thing.
You're getting into something that's much more in line with where the world kind of is today, with your iPhone, with millennials, with what they're expecting as far as interest rates.
What has your experience been like in the NACL, and why should other serious gamers look into it as well?
My experience with the NACL has been amazing so far. You know, it just creates a platform for a lot of players that either they have recognition or don't, to be able to go out there and have the ability to get seen by sponsors and have a platform where they're playing competitive tournaments if they're just getting into it as well. But, you know, when you involve all these serious gamers in there, they're going to realize the opportunity to build the brand that is NACL as well and grow with the company. So I think there's a lot of benefits for professional gamers and new gamers coming into it.
Now, you are the all-time leader in games played for Notre Dame at 141, and your tip-in to beat Stephen Austin in the NCAA tournament is one of the greatest moments in Fighting Irish basketball history. What do you think one of your best moments and proudest moments for gaming is, in comparison?
Well, I don't think anything's ever going to compare to a moment like that for me. But I would have to say, it sounds silly, but the first time I got my first Fortnite win was definitely one of those moments where I was like, wow, this is it. The magic of gaming. You know, I've been playing for 2-3 months, haven't got one single win. And then when you're finally able to pull off that solo dub and you just realize that you did it, you're always nervous at the end and then have that excitement of winning. I think that's what's going to attract a lot of people to video games as well, knowing that you're able to get better. You know, you don't necessarily need to have the physical attributes that a lot of professional athletes have to be able to be good. It's a lot of hard work, time, dedication into your craft of playing video games, which I think there's a lot of streamers and a lot of professional video game players out there that are promoting that idea as well.
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything, timing is everything, and getting rapid responses to your clients is the most important thing.
You're getting into something that's much more in line with where the world kind of is today, with your iPhone, with millennials, with what they're expecting as far as interest rates go, what they're expecting as far as service communication, all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's much more new world as opposed to old world.
CommLoan's access to hundreds of lenders and their ability to push the loan, the borrower, and the property.
The things about the CommLoan platform.
It's customer service from the get-go.
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything, timing is everything, and getting rapid responses to your clients is the most important thing.
You're getting into something that's much more in line with where the world kind of is today, with your iPhone, with millennials, with what they're expecting as far as interest rates go, what they're expecting as far as service communication, all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's much more new world as opposed to old world.
CommLoan's access to hundreds of lenders and their ability to push the loan, the borrower, and the property.
The things about the CommLoan platform.
It's customer service from the get-go.
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything, timing is everything, and getting rapid responses to your clients is the most important thing.
You're getting into something that's much more in line with where the world kind of is today, with your iPhone, with millennials, with what they're expecting as far as interest rates go, what they're expecting as far as service communication, all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's much more new world as opposed to old world.
CommLoan's access to hundreds of lenders and their ability to push the loan, the borrower, and the property.
The things about the CommLoan platform.
It's customer service from the get-go.
back. What a great break. I know people are excited to continue to see what we're doing. And we see Braxton sitting there ready to go, and he's going to do great.
Well, while we are waiting for him to get prepared, in this particular round, in game 3, we're going to see one of your players, Rex Pfluger. And we got a chance to interview him, Notre Dame star basketball player, and I'm super interested to see how his gameplay is going to be. We got to talk to him about like his experience with NACL, of course, and the future of his gaming career.
How exciting. Yeah. I called him Fillinger for about a month and a half. And today when I was playing with him, he corrected me finally. And he said, Pfluger. And I said, you really made me wait a month and a half. And he just started laughing. And I said, that's just the type of great, humble person he is to tell me that. So him and Chase Claypool, who just went second round with the Jets, they had an invitational tournament April 1st. And Ashton Davis and Big Mac won. Ashton Davis, as you know, just got drafted by the Jets. And of course, Chase went to the Steelers. So I'm excited to see their NFL careers and Rex's career as he continues on playing esports as well as basketball.
I mean, it's exciting. I'm loving how, like, right now, a lot of traditional athletes are turning to esports to, you know, still hone their skills of teamwork, of camaraderie, and all those sorts of things. Still bring us some energy and some flavor. All right, and we're looking at.
Ooh, what he's doing, he's landing at the Shark. Now, there are henchmen there. Looks like there is a hotspot. Some other teams have landed. But what the Shark does provide is it does provide the opportunity to get the best weapons out there. And there are a couple places. The Shark, Yacht. Looks like he's got some action. He's going to shoot that henchman. Ooh, good shooting on his part. Knocked down the henchman. And he's reloading at this point. And you notice that he's not actually shooting him. He's going to try to figure out this one. You can hear the footsteps. You see the footsteps around. So he's letting them know, and then that's going to help him understand where they're at. And there's laser beam shooting at him. So now Braxton, what he does best, outrun that defense. He's doing the same thing here and passing them. He's going to run in for that touchdown. And the touchdown is in this field. And look what he turns into. Deadpool. Oh, wow. He got shot from behind. Oh no, I can't. These guys literally followed him, and Easy Hermes and his team shot Braxton from behind. That is absolutely insane. And now we're at Big Merc again.
I mean, Merc is a solid player. I really enjoy his gameplay. I really enjoy his personality and his energy and his exuberance and how he plays with his teammate.
Well, I like that. That was a big SAT word. You said exuberance. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna start using that. I just wrote that down. I want to be exuberant.
Yeah, tell all the esports players that they need to be exuberant. No, just playing the game. You gotta have personality and some jokes.
You hear that 1600 score that I should have sat next to it when I was trying to get into college. Great job on that. Unbelievable. So let's see what he's doing. He is going through. You know, Merc is funny because he says he's not really good at this game. I'm going to say he probably had a piece of humble pie. He's actually pretty darn good in this game.
I can tell he's a modest young man, but again, anything that he's going to participate in, he's in it to win it. He doesn't go into anything half cocked. He's gonna like go hard. He's gonna give it his best shot. So. And that's what I got when I got out of him when I spoke to him. He's like, you know, you have to do things with. Only 19 years old now. If he had a birthday yesterday, and but you know, more on him later. We're now looking at
the Ocho. And the Ocho. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I wonder if they're gonna have more stealth moves this time around.
They might. I mean, you know, if you notice the skins, there's two types, right? There's ones that you can do the camouflage, and there's ones that just say, hello, honey, I am here. So the way that they're doing this is their stealth mode. I like playing that when we're playing tactical. But what I want to sit there and say is the way he builds right now up this mountain. I mean, they should really hire him to be building a lot of different landmarks and things because that is extremely difficult. I can't figure it out. I'm playing the game for a couple of months now, but look at that. I mean, he is precise in what he does.
I mean, got to get that high ground, right? So learning how to do that is probably going to be always the best strategy.
I love that you said that. That is absolutely true. It really is the best strategy at this point in time. And that really is the smartest move. And as you can see now, we're jumping into Stephanie Legacy. And look what she's doing. She is running with the big marshal. Now you notice the different color schemes, right? You have that big white, that did back. And what she did, it was 32 seconds left. She wants to see where she's at and where that drop is. And if you remember the previous game, that's where Ocho was hiding to try to get his prey like Tiger King would.
Oh, with the pop culture reference. So
that's what I do. I'm telling you, I think Carol Baskins might have done it, but that's a whole different story. As they're going through, she is being very, very aware of her clock. So she's playing really great.
Chucking it.
She really, really is. Now, the only concern that I would have at this point with 40 players in the Storm coming is the weapons aren't all that strong. She has good mid, long range things, but the gray and the green makes the difference, right? The better the color, the better, the higher the level, the more accuracy and shot that you can have.
Well, I'm super curious about her partner and how they know each other and how they work together.
Well, Rampage the Joke sent us basically tweeted us earlier and was super excited to be part of this. Rampage the Joke is now my new friend on social media, and I'll tell you, they're super nice, humble people, and I think that's where we're really blessed with when we're doing NACL tournaments. Is everyone is so understanding as time is approaching, but this is for the love of the game.
I mean, you have to love the game to really be in this space successfully. And which is why I love meeting aspiring esports players and streamers, because they have to, it has to be more than just winning. It has to be more than just the fame of it all. So you have to love play. You have to love the game. And where can you play the most but Fortnite? They have the social component. They have the strategy component. So I'm really loving watching this game right now. And it's only one more game after this. I'm gonna be sad.
I know. We want to thank Malaysia too, because they are super up on their Sunday. Oh wow! With the shot from top, knocks her down. She has to crawl. She's trying to crawl to safety so she can get revived. They shoot through the shot and eliminated by famous Janice, and he seems to be everywhere.
Well, maybe Rampage the Joke can avenge her on her.
Save me. Yeah, and Rampage Joke is running through as getting shot back and forth. Here comes place night. That is unbelievable. And now we go to the culprit. That was Janice, Go No Fam, and he's the one who did this.
Did you see that little smile on his face right before we started? Like right when he got that shot, he had that little, smile of victory on his face.
He gave that, I did this for sure. It was me. I am everywhere, so you can see. So he did great in what he was trying to do. It was unbelievable. And I really like watching him play because, he is a really humble guy as well. And he really has done some pretty amazing things in his career. And to be one of the leading teams out in South America with esports, that shows his love and passion. And we just, we met on social media, and it's definitely been a blessing to have them part of this journey with us.
So are you just a magnet for like modest, awesome, amazing, esports players? Because like everyone I talked to, they were all so incredibly nice, so incredibly humble, but like still very ambitious, still ready to work hard.
I got to be honest. I think it's, I abide by something that my good friends David Moreno, David Meltzer, Mike Mumula, myself is the universe gives, and you have great opposite people. Meeting Mark Raleigh, he's one of the guys with your guys' team, humble, nice with everything that you guys have accomplished. And it's just good people. And I think with that, and as silly as some people might think the universe provides, I have been very fortunate in this space to have great people that have supported us, like yourselves.
Well, That was a great answer. I don't think you could have answered that. You are most welcome. I mean, somebody got to be conceited up in this piece, so I guess it'll be me.
I love it. I love it. No, but for me, to play with the esports community, you have to be fully integrated. So I do, take pride in not just being an investor in teams or doing what we're doing here with NACL, but also really being active in the motivational space and being a gamer myself. If you go to my channel, I don't start till 12 a.m. most of the time until 4, and I start up and I get back to work by 9. But that's my love for the game.
And not your love for sleep.
Yep, have to start working on that.
So what do you think Janice's strategy is right now?
His strategy is simple. He is going to try to get the better guns. That is going to be great, and he's waiting for people. It's a lot of baiting. He has that special gun because it's going to get him more fish. If you notice, the fish is at 2. That is for the health. The 4 is the 4 minis. Where he's at. So he's at 100% health and he's at 100% shield. The shield matters because it's basically like having double the life right now.
I mean, Janice is playing good. He's played a couple of good games, so.
He has played some pretty amazing good games at this point.
And now we're back at Merc. Let's see what he's doing with his partner.
Big Merc is going through, running through, and I think we're going to tune in back to Braxton at this point. Oh, no, so we're going to stick with Merc at this point, and we're seeing what Merc is doing. And what he is doing, they're really just trying to run in Salty Springs. I'll tell you, when you play this game, my friends will be like, we're going to Salty Springs. And I'm like, just press the buttons and tell me where we're going, because I don't know the names yet.
You got to get those names down. This is life or death here.
They're smart. If you know where the maps are and you really understand the area that you're at, you're going to completely understand where the special treasure chests are, where the special guns are. That makes a difference and you can also fight other people. Deadpool, Meow, those type of guys, that makes a big difference because they have special guns, boss guns, level up guns that make an impact when you're playing this game.
Aw, said hello to NACL. I see him. I can't stand him with his young self.
It's fortunate. Me and him somehow were brother to me. Yesterday I said I was sending pizza. He thought I was kidding, and I actually sent him pizza for his birthday. So great young man over there. Now here we see Patrick running from the storm. You see the building and how they're doing a different structure. That makes the movement a little bit harder to shoot. And that's a really smart play on his end. High ground, concave strategy. Very intelligent on Patrick.
Tell us more about Patrick. I got to speak to him a little bit, but he's a very impressive human being, not just a player. Woo! But I mean, so many things you could say about him.
Yeah, and right now he's playing great gaming, and he just took out another person. We're gonna start calling Patrick the Terminator. Oh no, he just got shot. I hope I didn't jinx it. And he is just landed by Super Duper. And let's see if he's gonna get his reboot card by Yokiz, and that's really a big difference. Is he got 80 seconds to get that reboot card. If he doesn't get it, he is completely out. And the other hard part is Yokiz has to run to the reboot van. And when you do that, the van makes this really loud noise, kind of like the ice cream man coming over. And it's basically like fun. Oh, shot from the top. He's still holding it, drinking his mini, getting his shield back up. He's at a low life at 28. You can see Patrick holding his heart, trying to figure out what's going to happen. And the stress is real. Oh, no. Shot from on top by Super Duper. Unbelievable play. And I think we're probably going to have to go back to Merc at this time. Merc is here. No, Patrick himself is a great guy. Again, we met him. We worked together on a FIFA tournament where we had 8 collegiate, 8 pro guys, mix of different players from 4 different countries in Latin America. And I will tell you, that FIFA tournament was so amazing. That was with our partners there. He is one of our partners, a great human being. But it really sounded like a football game, a soccer game. I mean, the announcer was doing the goal. Oh, and he was just killing it.
I'm so good at this.
Look at this. This.
How they'll never find me here. Wait, where is it?
No, I love watching these guys in their true element.
Where the frick is it? Alright, Merc, there's 16 people left. Wait, where's the chest? Oh, he's watching. Oh, dude, they're like still watching you. Oh no. I'm trying to find.
So all those interviews that you had a chance to talk to all these guys, how did that work?
I mean, for me to have a conversation with people that allows me to find out more than just who they are as an athlete or esports player or personality. Like, who are they as a human being? Like, what makes them motivated to do the things that they do? Patrick, I mean, really, he stood out a lot because I don't know how he finds the time, and he remains so modest, so humble, so nice. Like, he's military, still in the Air Force. He's like managed esports teams in several different countries. He's bilingual, and he told me he even knows some Portuguese. He just is really working hard to do everything that he does, and it's amazing.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, we talked to him the other day. I said, if we're playing this game, you're going to have to show us the military style. Thank you for your service. He is with the U.S. military and things that he does. And we're super amazed that we have these veterans, these amazing service people working with us at NACL. And that just goes to show that esports is everywhere.
Why are they hanging behind the rock? Go.
Braxton is another. He's a great dad, and on top of that, you don't talk to many people at his age who are really into like spirituality and meditation as an athlete. Most athletes that I've met are just super high octane. They just go hard. They don't have time to meditate, but he takes time to be mindful, to be nice, and to be present. And I think that's so incredibly important in this space. So I was really impressed by Braxton and that area. And then Merc, it was just great talking to him because at such a young age, he has such a mature disposition. He's like, I've been doing this since and I feel like, I've made some mistakes in my life. And I'm like, you haven't even, you're not even old enough to do things yet.
You're not 21 yet. No, but I'll tell you, Merc was on one of my podcasts, and the kid started when he was 12, and he'll tell you a story. By 15, he was paying for logos, brand, and saving up $300 to do that. And that's what I like about Merc, because he really is a passionate content creator. He's not necessarily a gamer in that sense, but he's definitely a content creator, and that's what he'll tell you. And he creates this amazing content with his personality, and to me, that really inspires.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he gained a new follower for me on the Instagram. So I was just like, oh wow, I might have to drink some energy drinks that he's pushing. So, but like at the end of the day, like I said before, all the players I spoke to, the commonality was that they really
he just went out, but he has a team. I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but I did want to see that you see the big smile on his face. He has 0-0-0-0, so he is laughing at himself, but he did survive at fifth with his team.
Can you come up more?
And here we go. You see Ocho? Woo! Look at that action. Look at, he's editing, he's building, he's re-editing, he's building. That is really difficult. And I mean, this guy is so impressive with his gameplay. You only have 7 people left, 25 seconds. 0-0 Ocho coming out of Phoenix. He did play in our NACL tournament. Spencer is doing a great job with his team. I called him yesterday. I said, hey, do you want to play, buddy? And he's like, I'm ready to roll, big guy. And so he's really putting on a show for us.
Go Ocho, go Ocho, go.
Go Ocho, go Ocho. I was doing the Cabbage Patch. Oh no, they're shooting right on through the bricks. So now he's got someone on his left and his front, and he's going to have to really figure out. Look at that little hole, the little slots that he has as these things are getting built completely, and he's being very, very very cautious and very intelligent. Now he's re-editing it, letting his teammate come on up, saying, "You can come on in. We gave you that key card," and they're going to re-edit it through. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to learn how this guy does this so quickly.
I mean, do you know a lot about his teammate?
I actually have not had an opportunity to speak to his teammate at this point, but she is super amazing and fabulous from what he's told me, and he's super excited to play with her today. And they are making that difference. Only 7 players left, which means at this point there's only 3 teams, and his action's going back and forth.
I know this is probably like a silly thing to comment on, but I love how they have matching outfits.
I love it too. Unity and teamwork, right? Oh, look at that shot. Wow, the shooting's unbelievable. Every time he shoots, this is one thing that anyone can learn. He's shooting, he's opening, so he's shooting a full side, not releasing the full round, and he's going to confuse them and bait and switch them. They're going to think that they're still at the top, and the way that they're playing is they're jumping down to the bottom and really switching resources now to re-edit and build it. He's going to come around and do a sneak attack, and now they're going to think that he's on the bottom, but he's coming right back up. This is really exciting gameplay. Oh, here comes that storm. What is he going to do, Keisha?
Not been able to just like figure out what their strategy is because they work so fast. I mean,
I don't think
I can barely say it up.
Build.
Exactly.
Here comes a shot. He sees the person in front building like Bob the Builder. Someone get him a deal at the Disney Channel the way he's building. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to make that edit again. Wow, with the shot, just dies it. Another shot going through. He's switching on with that shotgun. That's extremely important. And here comes the storm. He's edit. So he's going to get caught in between. Now they know where he is, but he is moving at the speed of light. I wish I could talk as quick as he can build. I might be able to do things like that. And when you get 25, 35, 45, and here he comes with another drink and the shield, and he's going to go at him with his teammates. I love this. This is unbelievable. Oh, a little now he's going to take that big pot. Remember we said earlier about the mini big pot. He's letting his friend come on in. Teammates make the dream work. She's a little down. He's going to feel himself, protect himself first. Get that build. Uh-oh, here comes a storm. What is he going to do? Oh, another elimination. He's going to go one-on-one. 4 players left. 130 shot. That's a good hit. Here comes another build. 2 players left. Let's see what the action's going to be. Is he going to take it? They keep going back and forth. They're building top. He has the advantage. Hits a 90. Boom! Another win. Unbelievable. Somebody get me water and a towel because I am sweating like crazy.
Well, you know why he won, right?
Yes, I know why. Well, you tell me why.
Because you did the Cabbage Patch. You sent that positive energy over the internet.
I'll tell you.
And
we're going to go.
Skill too. ECUWerks.
To another commercial break, guys, and another great interview coming up. Thank you again, Live CGI, and you guys and your great team, as well as GTIF Capital, and of course, our friends out in Malaysia for doing everything they can. This is a global tournament, and we'll be back shortly.
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything, timing is everything, and getting rapid responses to your clients is the most important thing.
You're getting into something that's much more in line with where the world kind of is today, with your iPhone, with millennials, with what they're expecting as far as interest rates go, what they're expecting as far as service communication, all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's much more new world as opposed to old world.
CommLoan's access to hundreds of lenders and their ability to push the loan, the borrower, and the property.
The things about the CommLoan platform.
It's customer service from the get-go.
What games do you play? What are you good at? And will you admit if you're trash at any games?
Okay, so a lot of people hear, oh, you like play video games for a living, and then they're like, oh, well, you must be so good. I'm actually really bad at every game I play. There's like not a single game I can name that I'm good at. However, it's my personality that shines through my content that adds the flavor to the gameplay content.
That's actually super cool because I am not great at games, and it's so intimidating sometimes to go into the space and everyone seems to be like so good, and as soon as you start playing, it's just it doesn't seem as fun. But personalities like yours make it warm and welcoming and fun. There are so many people that look up to you, so many young people that look up to you. What advice would you give them? I know you mentioned passion as being one of the driving forces behind your success, but is there any other tips or bits of advice that you would give to people who are following in your footsteps?
I think a lot of what I'd tell my younger self, because I feel like I've used a lot of my years not knowing a lot of different things, and that's why I'm not as successful as I think I could have been had I known this information.
A lot of your years?
Yes, no, like I'm talking 7 straight years. I was like wasting my time to a certain extent. Of course, I was learning, but I feel as though there's like some key components. And what I'm going to basically say is like, to the people who want to do this, what you have to realize is it's not about just working hard. Working hard is a given, right? If you're not working hard, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how you think you're going to go somewhere. But the main thing, because working hard is simple. It's like a simple concept. If I tell you to go and stream 12 hours a day and whatnot, like it's a simple concept, right? It's hard, but it's simple. It's working smart is what really gets you somewhere, right? Now, streaming 12 to 16 hours every single day, people come to me all the time. They're like, I stream 12 hours a day and I'm not growing. And I'm like, no one cares that you're streaming 12 hours a day. If your content's bad, if you're not networking, if you're not on other social media pushing content all over the place that's bringing value to people's days, if you're not supporting other people and putting your name out there, it's almost like the tree in the forest, right? Tree in the forest falls down, it doesn't make a sound. You could be the biggest tree in the world making the biggest sound, but if no one's there to hear it, it's irrelevant. So you got to work smart, focus on networking. It's all about who you know and who knows you. Make friends with everybody, don't make enemies. And I mean, keep up with trends, do research, try new things, experiment, and grow.
Well, I have to say, I appreciate the standards that you hold yourself to, and that advice was solid.
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything, timing is everything, and getting rapid responses to your clients is the most important thing.
You're getting into something that's much more in line with where the world kind of is today, with your iPhone, with millennials, with what they're expecting as far as interest rates go, what they're expecting as far as service communication, all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's much more new world as opposed to old world.
CommLoan's access to hundreds of lenders and their ability to push the loan, the borrower, and the property.
The things about the CommLoan platform.
It's customer service from the get-go.
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything, timing is everything, and getting rapid responses to your clients is the most important thing.
You're getting into something that's much more in line with where the world kind of is today, with your iPhone, with millennials, with what they're expecting as far as interest rates go, what they're expecting as far as service communication, all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's much more new world as opposed to old world.
CommLoan's access to hundreds of lenders and their ability to push the loan, the borrower, and the property.
The things about the CommLoan platform.
It's customer service from the get-go.
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything, timing is everything, and getting rapid responses to your clients is the most important thing.
You're getting into something that's much more in line with where the world kind of is today, with your iPhone, with millennials, with what they're expecting as far as interest rates go, what they're expecting as far as service communication, all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's much more new world as opposed to old world.
CommLoan's access to hundreds of lenders and their ability to push the loan, the borrower, and the property.
The things about the CommLoan platform.
It's customer service from the get-go.
Here's the final round, and there's Big Braxton Miller getting ready to rock and roll. I am excited. He's nodding his head. He's about to get down with the beat down. I love it. Yeah. How's everything going, Keisha? Ready to rock and roll with our last one?
Yes, I am ready, and I'm hoping to see different strategies from Braxton this round.
Me too. He's going to be great. You know, before this is anything, we want to thank our friends out in Malaysia, our friends out in Guatemala, Live CGI, our friends out in Canada, US, Mexico, Burma, Singapore, all these great countries that came together today just to do an exhibition and make this work. So thank you, Live CGI, of course, you, and of course, us at NACL. I'm super excited, and we're about to get into the action.
Yep. Last round, who do you think is going to take it home, David?
It's going to be tough. I mean, Ocho has really done a great job. So has Squirrely. They've done really, really, really good. You don't know how they're going to do it. It's going to come down to patience and perseverance. I don't know any other big SAT words, but I think they can do it.
Well, maybe one day you'll have the exuberance that Merc has.
That's so funny you said that, because I was actually trying to remember what that word was, and I'm glad you said it and you read what I was trying to do. That was awesome.
All right, let's see what Braxton is up to right now.
Now they're chipping away and they're breaking on through, kind of like this, you know, Seven Dwarfs, trying to get that capping, trying to get that gear. He's definitely playing it right. Him, you know, with Millie on XDL, who has a level 180, by the way, which is extremely difficult to do. So we are very, very excited with what they have. As they're building and they're going through, we're going to tune in to see what Rex is doing. And when you see Rex at this point, oh, look, he's riding in his awesome moped. The hating. Oh, wow. I hope they don't try to catch her riding dirty.
These mopeds look slow.
I was playing with them today, and we started cracking up because everyone was joking about, let me ride on the moped. I said, you obviously have not been to Asia. You have a family of 10 and groceries and the cat riding on a little moped.
Efficiency.
It really, really is. It really, really, really is. It's unbelievable. But look at them trying to do, he might be doing some sort of emote or emoji. And to me, that is the difference in style of play right now. Here comes Johnny Tag. Johnny Tag with Trapezosaurus Rex. These are two homegrown legends in the game. And look at Johnny Tag with that amazing 156 drinking the electrolytes. It gives
I mean, it's still so early in the game. I mean, it starts getting good when the map shrinks. Like, that's when you really see all the strategies come into play. So everyone's just like sort of gathering materials right now, right?
It really, really is. And you know, they're going. This is interesting. I usually play with Johnny, and I usually do play with these guys as well, and it's been interesting.
Oh, I love Merc.
Oh, well, you see Merc, he's just chatting away, doing his little thing. And we're back to Johnny, and you see Johnny. This is different because they typically do not go to these type of areas. So they're going to do a different strategy today with a minute 40 left, and they're really going to try to get these big guns out there.
I mean, are these areas, less optimal for winning or defense or offense? Like, why wouldn't they go to these areas?
Yeah, it really depends because all the goodies are always on the outside, so they make it a gamble. You have to go run outside, and as you can see, they're checking to see where the map is shrinking because as they're trying to get the goodies, you still have to run back. And at this point, there is no motorboat, which typically is what they would do, and they can't do that. And as we're tuning in Steph Legacy with Marshmallow, she is what I like to call the plutonium plant. Reminds a little bit of The Simpsons here, and now she's making the adjustment to kind of make those. I got to figure out how she does that. Every time I try to do that, I actually have to drop the thing and pull it back up. So I'm gonna have to ask Newt, who just saw how to make this work. That's the question I've always been asking. But she's
Get
doing
on
good.
your game, David. What you
I
doing?
am trying. Definitely trying to go from there. And what a good jump! They are really loading up and really working on the process. She's got some great guns there right now.
I mean, every game, like I feel like she's the underdog. I'm always like rooting for her to win. I'm just she has some great strategies, but then Ocho comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, Ocho comes out of nowhere and he brings the pain. So that's the craziest part. And as we're jumping right back on over, we're gonna see Braxton come on in. And I like this big fella. Yeah, this is one of my favorite skins. He's got a super duper cool pack, and he's holding on to the med kit, going through the cornfields. Now, I remember I saw Patrick one time when our last tournament. He hid in the cornfields and then shot them. Oh no, he's getting some shot. He's doing some quick building. Great play on Braxton's part, and his partner Millie is down, gotten shot from a distance, and Braxton's gonna see what he's gonna do. Now, one more shot. Oh no, they shot Braxton down, and Braxton disappointed. You can see the look on his face. He limited by the squirrely one.
I'm so proud of Braxton though, because when I spoke to him, he was very hesitant about his building skills, and at least he was trying it out. I mean, yeah, it didn't work out for him that round, but he had a go at it. So I'm glad to see him have at least try to get that in.
That's Braxton's humble pie. I mean, the guy says he can't do it, and he was building like a superstar. Here's my favorite thing. You have Rex and Ron. It's your boy Ron. He likes to hide in a cardboard box. Maybe nobody will notice him that it's on a beach. But this is funny because a lot of times people do not know that. And so if you know anything about Ron, he likes to be in these cardboard boxes, and he's picking up stuff. It's kind of interesting to see. This is the first time we've seen this on today's tournament.
Yeah, all right. Incognito in a wide open space.
Oh no, he is no more incognito, and they shoot him. We might have jinxed him by easy jobless 7YT, and let's see what's going on next.
I would love to understand what was behind that gamer tag, but let's go back.
We're at Johnny Tag. Johnny Tag here with G-Dub Traposaurus Rex. I think Traposaurus Rex has that meow type of shot. And really, this guy has giant traps. That's why he's called the Traposaurus Rex. Maybe a little bit of small arms, but it doesn't stop him with the gameplay today. Now, this is really cool. One thing I like about Fortnite is the adjustment of the skins. He has this awesome katana blade in his back that did come from the Psylocke X Factor X Force type of skin. So he's doing a combination of both. Oh, getting shot. Let's see what's going to happen as he's coming over. Are they going to shoot? Looks like they're about to have a shot, and he's trying to figure it out. With the build, they got him going from the top. They're ignoring him. Oh, and it's like every time we're tuning into someone, they're getting shot. So we're gonna have to be here. We're gonna Stephanie Legacy, and hopefully we don't jinx her next because it's been interesting.
I mean, it seems like as soon as your opponent identifies your location, it's done almost.
It is. When you send them your location, unlike the way that Khalid wants it, they will find you and they will go after you. And that just goes to talk about the competitive performers that we have from all around the world today at this NACL live CGI with the great country of Malaysia working together with all our friends. I mean, this is simple. The skill set is international and they're doing excellent at what they do.
I mean, so how many different countries? I know you mentioned Malaysia. You know, obviously we have some, you know, American players. Are there any other countries that are represented within the NACL playing tonight?
We do. We also have Guatemala, we have Colombia, we have Mexico, we also have Singapore, and we also have Burma and good old Canada. So this great combination of international friends and players playing together. That is what live CGI and NACL do together. And this is why this is so exciting. And it's a friendly expo. This is just for friendship, but you can tell these guys want the W.
I mean, you have to always want the W.
Always got to get the dub. That's the way it works. And, you know, she's being very, very smart. They're hiding big smiles on her face. I love seeing these giant smiles with her as Rampage, the joke, is looking to see what they do. She did not use the "it's your boy Ron" tactic, which is let me get in this box, but they are being very, very smart and hiding and waiting for people to come in.
She looks too happy right there.
She absolutely is. And right now we're back to Merc and everybody else. And here's what's really important. As they're going back and forth, you know, little plus, a little smile. They're doing a little Michael Phelps. Looks like they might have heard the thing between him and Cryptic as they're trying to go from there. And we want to mention Eternity Sports and the Sarawak Esports Association. Those are the great guys from Malaysia, and the Sarawak Esports Association are the ones who helped us grab everybody from Asia today to make this happen. So thank you guys out there and everything that you're doing for esports out in Southeast Asia.
I wonder if we're gonna see Cryptix make another shot like he did one of the last rounds.
I don't think
He's like he's pretty awesome as far as skill set goes within Fortnite. I really enjoy seeing him play. Merc has a good partner here.
Like how did that
They do. They really do. It's true. It's true. And look at them going through. This is interesting because the skin that they're using is a limited edition skin. And I like watching Cryptic. And I look at that studio. It's super impressive. As we're moving forward and kind of seeing where they're at, we're going back to our amazing friends, the Ocho. And they haven't let go of that skin. It seems like it's been good. A little sniper action, as you can see. This is hard because it's a reload, but they see him from a distance. 128, what a shot. Oh, wow. He's got a knockdown Blitz Turbo from Canada, and Blitz Turbo has just been eliminated. Our great friend Sean has just been eliminated. Looks like every time we go on the screen, someone's getting eliminated. Keisha?
Ocho is serious though. Like every single game, I think that he's just like, killed off a bunch of the players.
He really has. I mean, we might have to tally up the totals here. We're trying to figure out what they are at this point. But the reality is, this is insane because we might have to give him a special MVP award just for most entertaining, but also for the most knockoffs of players. He's really high in the sky.
Going for that high ground, I see.
He really is. And it's interesting because as he's going on to the high ground and we're trying to figure out, we have only 18 players left and we're really kind of seeing what they're going to do. And, this is coming in right now. Ezra Mez and S-Flight are ranked first with 44 points up into round one. Press F from Brunei is in second place with The Choke from Brunei. And of course, Visuals and CrossFit Classic are in fourth to 28, followed by the Squirrely and his teammate at 27 points with number 5. So it looks like Brunei is doing a great job, and we'll see the action that's there.
Is this our last game tonight, David? I'm so sad.
It is, but you know, we're going to be doing a plenty more. I'm super excited for what's in store, and a little bit of this type of action, and it's super getting late. But no more Netflix. Let's just start playing this, and this is how the NACL works.
Well, that's what I want to hear. I can't wait to like be introduced to new players. It seems like, you know, NACL is just filled with not only skilled players but like good people. So I can't wait to do this again. But it's getting down to the wire. I'm like, so intense.
Well, we're with Super Duper from Icebreakers Clan, one of our great partners and friends. Thank you, Icebreaker Clans, with our great partner Jimmy B, who works with us here at NACL. Look at that. Look at this building combination. He's using that Tiger Woods golf swing building while his partner has the sniper. His partner's looking out and one is building. What a great tactic. Something that we haven't seen so far today, but they're really understanding. They have the builder and they have the shooter. Oh, and they both have snipers. Very dangerous as looking up ahead. And the Icebreaker Clans, you know, they are such a great team. They have really competed with us in several tournaments. And, you know, they always bring the quality and the content, and I love it.
It seems like they are taking their time with the strategy. I mean, you have to when you're sniping. So
You absolutely do, and it's super amazing. There's only 13 players left, and they both have snipers. See that red button? They're calling and letting each other know this is where I see them exactly. Oh, this is a patience game. He shoots one, his teammate shoots the other as they're reloading, one-on-one offset, and that's the difference. And then rebuild back and switching positions, so they're not stuck being in the same place from the same people, and that is a concern. Oh, wow. Back in, we're really going to kind of see what this action is. And as we're jumping through now, back to Crypto with the big old smile. I love that. Getting shot from behind. He's trying to build. Oh, he has somebody there. Merc is with him. Oh, they got Merc down. Is Crypto going to be able to pull this one? I am not sure. Another shot. They're going to trap him from behind in two different areas. He's on the bottom. He can't right now save Merc because Merc's life is drained. As you can see on the corner left-hand side. And it's starting to show the encryptic. Look at the eyes, the smile of this kid. I love it. Another shot, another build. He's only got 47 health left. I don't know what to do.
Please, no, please, we can talk about it.
Oh, another one down. He plays 7th. I think we might not be as lucky.
You know it though. He was having too much fun though. You could see it in his face. I love gamers when they're just having a good time. Those are the best people to watch, in my opinion. They're fun. Their happiness, their energy, their exuberance is infectious.
And now we see the squirrely one doing what they're doing, building from bottom on top. You know, it's amazing that you think about these players coming here from, oh, wow, good shot elimination. Breaks through that little bit of a hole, and he gets the purple bazooka gun. Oh, the purple burst gun. That's going to be important as they're trying to go from there. He has another gun sitting there, electing to not use the burst assault rifle at this point in time with a pump shotgun. Makes the adjustment. Here he comes with his guy. Oh, there's that another bazooka gun. That's going to be quite helpful if they know where it is. Another shot trying to break through their defense. And I'm going to tell you, this is phenomenal play. Look at that defensive strategy. I feel like really this is like sitting here in Dubai as they're trying to compete on who has the highest tower. And we're going into our favorite Mr. Ocho. A little scary. Now you see how he's jumping and hopping? I thought that was silly, but the reason is so you don't get sniped. So I want to thank, of course, G-Dub and Johnny Tech for teaching me that one. It's a super amazing, phenomenal play.
This mountain building is blowing my mind. Like his building skills are off the charts.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get some sort of a tutorial on how he pulls this off because I just don't know how he does it.
I don't know if I can even take the tutorial. It's so fast. I can't keep up. But I just love Ocho's gaming style. I mean, and the way that he works with his teammate, it's just awesome. I I just love watching them play.
Yeah, and as you can see, everybody is trying to go back and forth, and I think that's the big difference because you just don't know where they're at and what they're trying to do, and I think that's really kind of difference. And you see super duper building, and we're back into this action. It's an unbelievable play at this point in time, and look at that. I mean, you can't even speak as they're building.
How high are they going to go here?
No, that's true. It takes if you have a good shot, 50 to 100 some odd bullets just to knock him down from the bottom to get to the top. Oh, he sees a snipe. Is it gonna go? Oh, he just misses it, and he makes the adjustment with the other shotgun. Unfortunately, now he's letting them know that they're there, and that might have cost him.
Not yet. Seemed like he's still in it.
Well, that's that Icebreakers clan ability, recognizing some of the best players, and he's going back and forth. I mean, he's surrounded kind of in the middle. This is going to be kind of crazy and tough. 9 players left, 52 seconds left till the storm. People are flying around. He has a teammate, almost sniped that guy. Is he going to hit him? No, he does not. But with the last 9, we're going to see what's going to happen. Oh, you see him? He sees them. And now this is crazy. He has to go literally in 3 different directions for 3 different teams. These guys are doing a phenomenal job. You see how they make that adjustment with the shot and then the sniper? That's a powerful play, and it's smart. As their teammate is shooting, they're reloading. That's great communication. Oh wow! Somebody called Fred Lloyd right. These guys are
right.
I'm serious. I mean. I really feel like they should come to design my home if I have a new one. They're good at what they do.
I mean, not only are they building fast, but it looks awesome.
Yeah, and they are moving at a great pace. And this, I mean, to be surrounded the way they are and not have been shot yet, that's super amazing as well. Oh, this is high. Oh, almost gets them. No good again. But I love the persistency. And it really is kind of throw off, I think, the competitors. They don't know where they're coming from.
Okay, low pad.
I mean, he seems like he has all his bases covered, though. He's looking in the right places to, make a lot of defensive action. So I mean, still building high. Like this, how high is he gonna go?
I mean, he is really at the top, and every time he drops down, he's moving his thumb so quick. That he's able to build. Oh no, that cost him. He broke his leg as he came down, leaving some amazing guns. He's really unhappy, and I don't blame him. That was an unfortunate error, and now we're going back over to the Joe.
Holy shit.
Oh my lord, here we go. There's a sniper gun, and that's important. There's another one that's there. Look at the amount of bullets he has. That's going to help a lot, and he has a bunch of good shields as he's building. But unfortunately, the storm is coming, and that could hurt. 4 players left. 2. Oh no, he is down, and you can hear David is trying to help out, and he has to run in the storm. He cannot stand there. It is all over, eliminated by the
so close.
And the squirrely one takes the W for the last round today. And let me tell you, he has 4 players left. What is he going to do? He knocks them down. Unbelievable play. It is a replay of this victory royale. You see how he did it. Somebody get this guy a towel to wipe off his sweat. Big smiles all around. And that will do it. As we end it, 4 eliminations, 2 assists, accuracy 7% does not matter because the 3 headshots gives him the W.
Wow. Just wow. That was an intense 4 games. I don't even know what to do with myself. Now I can breathe a little bit, and we're going to go to a quick break.
We are going to quick break, and we're going to be right on back.
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything, timing is everything, and getting rapid responses to your clients is the most important thing.
You're getting into something that's much more in line with where the world world kind of is today with your iPhone, with millennials, with what they're expecting as far as interest rates go, what they're expecting as far as service communication, all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's much more new world as opposed to old world.
CommLoan's access to hundreds of lenders and their ability to push the loan, the borrower, and the property.
The things about the CommLoan platform.
It's customer service from the get-go.
With everything that you've accomplished in life, like, how do you stay balanced?
Stay balanced? I say my son, you know, that's, and, you know, being spiritual too as well. You know, tapping in with your own self, your own spirit, your own soul. So I think my son is a blessing, you know what I mean? So he takes me to a different world, different planet, you know, when I'm with him. The love is just, you know, is rare, you know what I mean? It's just rare feelings. And, you know, that's pretty much how I stay sane, you know, with my son, and being spiritual and meditating during the night, and meditating right when I wake up too, and thanking God, you know, yourself for everything, you know what I mean? So that's how I stay balanced.
How good at Fortnite are you?
I'm not good at lying, so I ain't all that good, to be honest. But hey, I'm a good shooter. I just can't build. The building and the editing just, it gets me, you know what I mean? I can only build so fast, and you know what I mean? I can't really edit like that. So Call of Duty is my game, but I'm still like a content creator and all the stuff like that. But the skills at it, I'm a shooter now. I ain't no builder. I can hold you down.
I mean, what's your experience been like with the NACL? And you know, what is the benefit to the esports players that are, you know, participating within it?
You know, it's fairly new to me. I just got introduced to it like a couple, you know what I'm saying, days ago. But the stuff they was telling me, explaining to me is off the chain. And that's why I want to be involved, and that's why I want to, you know what I'm saying, get involved with it and start playing in tournaments and do as much as I possibly can, and you know, support it as a big time.
So what were the things that you heard that really like stood out to you? That you were just like, what was the thing that you were just like, you know what, that right there, I got to be a part of this?
Yeah, it was, I say the fan base, the support system. And, you know what I mean? That's the first thing that sticks with me, is like the support system and the fan base. But that's what make it run. And since they told me that and how the stuff runs, and so I was all in, you know.
Okay, so my partner, he is actually from Colombia. He lives in Mexico City. His name is Yokas. He is, well, we have known each other for about a year, and he's a great guy. I love playing with him. He's just funny. We enjoy gaming together. We don't stress each other. So there's this team in between him and myself, that we're just playing, you know, like we don't yell at each other. I see a lot of fights. I see a lot of professionals that they just yell at each other, and they get distracted throughout the games, and that is terrible. That is, like, talking about professionalism, that cannot happen.
What has your experience been like at NACL, and how would you recommend other players to join? What are some of the highlights of being a part of this organization?
NACL is an amazing organization. Since the moment we met NACL, we have participated in every single tournament we can. Reason behind it is organization is fantastic. They just do it great. They give results right away. The tournaments are free. They're free, and they have prizes. That is amazing. Something else great about NACL is, as soon as the tournaments are done, they give press releases that can be used to show people that you're actually playing something important. And something else very, very interesting, and something that I tell teams, because I have recommended a lot of people to come and play in the NACL, is what NACL gives you about competing internationally against players from different countries. That is an opportunity that is not given easily. And a lot of teams are looking for sponsors, they're looking for help to go compete internationally, but these sponsors don't want to give them sponsorship because they don't have experience competing internationally. But what happens with NACL? NACL not only gives you the opportunity to compete internationally, but it also gives you a press release that you can show what type of tournaments you're playing. And that's why it's amazing.
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything, timing is everything, and getting rapid responses to your clients is the most important thing.
You're getting into something that's much more in line with where the world kind of is today, with your iPhone, with millennials, with what they're expecting as far as interest rates go, what they're expecting as far as service communication, all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's much more new world as opposed to old world.
CommLoan's access to hundreds of lenders and their ability to push the loan, the borrower, and the property.
The things about the CommLoan platform.
It's customer service from the get-go.
What I've loved about CommLoan has been their responsiveness and professionalism. Time is everything.
And we're back. Thank you for everyone tuning in for this World Fortnite Global Games Exhibition. What a great day. Did you have a great night here, Keisha, and everything that we did?
Oh my God, it was so much fun. The players were fun to watch. I loved the big smiles. It was a good time. Lots of skills that were being showcased. I loved it personally. And then I got to like learn so much about what you do with NACL. It was great.
Well, we want to thank you guys too. You did an amazing job in live CGI with this amazing screen, all their graphics and digital things. I mean, we have never had something so amazing professional. So I want to thank Mark and Austin and all your guys' team. And we got to get to the scores because people want to know. Easy Hermes and Easy Flight from Guatemala came in with 52 points in 4 rounds. The Squirrely One and XQETTV from the US came in with 44 points, and the Choke from Brunei with 42nd. Look how international that is. Even with the lags from all around the world, the competition was absolutely exciting. I don't know what you thought, but I was mind blown.
I mean, I could barely keep up between how fast everyone was building, sniping, strategizing. It was so much. I mean, and again, like you definitely have amassed organization filled with very skilled players, very amazing human beings. Like there was not one person that was just like not awesome. So, good job on that. It was awesome working with you. It was awesome also, looking at this stream within the live CGI studio. I had just, again, lots of fun. And I can't wait to do it again. When are we going to do this again, David?
Hopefully soon. I mean, this is going to be a great, and I want to thank again Live CGI for great things, and of course, really, having what they did in Eternity Esports out there in Southeast Asia and Sarawak Esports Association from Malaysia. They helped put this together. They helped us get everybody from Southeast Asia, and Janus Esports, our partners over there in South America, working with us. And of course, everyone around the world. Special thanks to Braxton Miller for playing today. Rex Fluger, I'm kidding. You get so funny when I say that. Johnny Tag, Stephanie Legacy, Mercanti Cryptic, and the Ocho and Super Duper. For everyone else, want to thank everyone for coming in. For David Chen, Keisha Howard, we want to say good night. Stay safe, guys. Be smart, and we'll see you guys soon.